Here are my predictions for every AJ Lee match between WrestlePalooza and WrestleMania 42. At WrestlePalooza, we're obviously going to get the mixed tag match, CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. This is her first match back in 10 years, so Punk and AJ are obviously going to get the win here. And I think it's going to be AJ Lee who gets the pin on Becky Lynch, basically making her the #1 contender to challenge for Becky's title, which leads us into Crown Jewel Perth, where I think we're going to get AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch one-on-one for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. This is going to be AJ Lee's first big singles match, but I don't think she's going to win, because like any good babyface, I think WWE is going to want AJ Lee to struggle a bit before getting her hands on a title. Just look at how they've booked CM Punk and Cody Rhodes after their returns. But I also don't think Becky Lynch is going to win clean and stand tall over AJ Lee. I think Becky is going to cheat, get a surprise roll-up, and then after winning, grab her title and immediately leave the ring. Not so much beating AJ Lee as opposed to escaping her. And that will lead us into Survivor Series War Games, where we are going to get Team Becky versus Team AJ in War Games. For Team Becky, it's going to be a combination of 3 heel factions: the Vision, the Judgment Day, and the Kabuki Warriors. For Team AJ, she's going to recruit all of the babyfaces: Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Stephanie Vaquer, and Nikki Bella. In terms of who's winning, it's obviously going to be the babyfaces, and it's either going to be by AJ Lee getting another pin on Becky Lynch, or Io Sky getting a pin on Asuka, who by this point may very well be the Women's World Champion. After winning at War Games, AJ Lee is going to wash her hands of Becky Lynch and set her sights on winning a world title by entering her first ever Royal Rumble. It is going to be fantastic to see AJ Lee interact with so many wrestlers during the Royal Rumble, maybe even a reunion with a returning Paige. But at the end of the day, AJ Lee is unfortunately going to be eliminated by none other than Roxanne Perez. So at WrestleMania 42, we are going to get AJ Lee versus Roxanne Perez in what is a true clash of generations, passing of the torch moment. Roxanne Perez has said that AJ Lee is the reason she got into wrestling in the first place. In real life, the two of them are friends. So to me, this is the most compelling story you could have for AJ Lee leading into WrestleMania. If you want to spice it up a bit, you can even make it for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. All you would need to do is have AJ Lee beat Becky right after War Games. There are so many big WrestleMania matches for AJ Lee, but to me, the one that makes the most sense right now is Roxanne Perez, because I just think the story would be outstanding. Book it!